Hey everybody, this is Hot Wheels from Zero to Hero Gaming Tutorials, and we're here teaching players the ins and outs of Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Today we'll be talking about how to learn the multiplayer maps. Now learning the maps is critical to mastering the game because when you know the maps, you can anticipate the enemy and use that knowledge to defeat them. This will make you confident and deadly. So let's get started. Now, the first step to learning a multiplayer map is studying the basic layout. There are plenty of websites where you can see the Siege multiplayer maps. One of our favorites is r6maps.com. If you're sketching out map strategies with a team, Ubisoft's tactical board is excellent for that. We recommend focusing on one or two maps at a time and learning them well before moving on to other maps. So once you've got your map layout, study it. Learn where the objectives are, as well as the insertion points where the attackers start their assault. Look at the map as an attacker to learn the different approaches that you and your team could take. There are multiple approach and entry points to every objective. There's doorways, windows, and breakable walls. Remember to also keep verticality in mind. Attackers can approach from above and below. As a defender, get to know what directions attackers can come from. Know where the cameras are. If you're attacking, you can destroy them to conceal your team's movements. But if you're defending, you'll want to know which ones to use for monitoring the attackers based on where the objective is. And while you're at it, get familiar with the names of the various rooms on the map. This will give you the context for the actual rooms and help you learn the map more quickly. Plus, you'll do a better job calling out intel to your teammates during gameplay. Note that local modes like Terrorist Hunt do have some maps that are not even in multiplayer, so keep that in mind when picking maps to study. Also, casual and ranked multiplayer have different map pools, and you can find those lists online. Now that you've studied the layout of the map on paper, so to speak, it's time to experience the map physically. Essentially, you're putting a face to the name. Set up a custom multiplayer match with just yourself in the game. Physically run around the map or use a drone and compare what you see physically with the layout that you studied. Practice a few approaches to the objective sites. Look for cameras and shoot them out. Blast open a few walls. Essentially, practice what you studied. Treat the map like a big jungle gym. Play around the map until you feel like you know it well. Now it's time to start applying your knowledge of the maps to actual gameplay. You won't learn it if you don't practice it. So go ahead and practice your map knowledge in Terrorist Hunt Classic mode against the game's AI enemies. Go into the game options and select Matchmaking Preferences. Select the modes and maps that you want to practice with. Play a few rounds with your selected maps and use your map knowledge against the AI. See how you do. All right, now that you've taught the AI a lesson, you're ready to show off your skills in the real world. Jump into some online multiplayer matches and use your mastery of the map to give yourself a new edge in Siege combat. Knowing the Siege maps is essential to success. If you don't understand the maps, you will be killed off quickly by all the players who do. So take the time to master the maps and you will be well on your way to mastering the game. All right, it's time for Bootcamp Review. Here's what to do next so you can apply this knowledge immediately to improve your gameplay. First, choose a couple of maps to start out with. Two maps that are easy to start with are House and Presidential Plane. Second, study the basic layout of each map and learn the various features and attack vectors. Third, go into a custom multiplayer match by yourself and just romp around until you feel comfortable. Fourth, jump into Terrorist Hunt Classic and test your map knowledge against the game's AI. And fifth, jump into a real multiplayer match. If you followed our instructions, you've just gone from a map zero to a map hero. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want more videos like these, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, or future video ideas, leave a comment down below, especially if this information helped you. We'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks.